I'm gonna tell you about the best party at Megaplex 2021. Now, if you don't know, Megaplex is Florida's biggest furry convention, right? It's wall to wall of just fursuiters, furries. It's a huge party. It's honest to goodness a really good convention. If you're new to this channel, normally we build a fursuit from scratch, but last week, instead of putting a video out, I was at Megaplex, and I want to tell you guys the story of how we threw the best party there. I don't want to humble brag. There's a lot of parties there. Our party was the best party. It was really good. Let me tell you how it went down. When you get into the hotel room, it's one of those really big rooms that can like comfortably seat 8 people. Like there are 3 beds, pull-out couch. It has a washer dryer. It has a dishwasher. It has like all the silverware and plates you need. It's legit a really, really nice room. It's almost like a huge apartment. Now this hotel is held at like this super resort designed to like cater to like the Disney crowd, right? This is Florida, this is Orlando after all. There's tons and tons of resort hotels here. This one has a mega pool. It has a ton of smaller stuff. It has mega suites. We figured this was the perfect place to throw a party. So after getting all our stuff set down, the first thing you have to do when you go to a furry convention is get your registration badge. It's like a little card that goes in your lanyard, and basically that allows you to get into like the dealer's den, allows you in like the headless lounge, like the artist alley. It basically allows you access to the convention itself. Props to the Megaplex staff. The line wasn't that long at all. It took 5 minutes. It was super quick. I was really impressed with how speedy it is. Basically, you walk up, show me real ID so they can prove who you are, and they just hand you your badge. And after that, you can do whatever you want. So after getting our convention badges and like getting like the whole convention unlocked to us, we started walking around. And we're just kind of feeling things out. You know, when you're in a new place, you just want to like get a lay of the land and try to feel it out. That's exactly what we're doing. And the whole entire time, running into people we haven't seen in years. Like, here are friends that the last time we saw them was at like MFF 2 years ago, and they have a brand new fursuit. So it's just like crazy interaction after crazy person after person you haven't seen in forever. It's really cool. If you've never walked around a furry convention, it's insane. The energy, it's hard to describe. And I've been on a lot of furry conventions, and there's like an energy in the air. People are excited that furry conventions are back. Like, you can visibly tell that people are just kind of like buzzing and people having a good time already, and it's like, you know, noon and people are cruising. And the whole entire time, we're just seeing people we haven't seen forever. One of the first places people always check out is the dealer's den. Now, Megaplex has a dealer's den and then an artist alley. The artist alley is kind of weak. The dealer's den is still a classic furry staple for a reason. You have tons of cool booths in there. They're selling everything from like the high-end agenda people are there, selling like cool t-shirts and like stickers and stuff. So like if you want to get custom art of your character, there are a couple fursuit makers in there. If you want to just show up, buy a fursuit, and then fursuit the whole entire convention, you can absolutely do that if you have the money. On the way out of the dealer's den, I got super lucky and I snapped a photo of the Pack of Nines. Now, if you've never seen them, it's like a group of people that all own huge Arcanine fursuits. And the fursuits are really well done and they're really good actors. And they work together as like this big kind of like unit. And they do these kind of big group poses and they're super exciting and they're really popular for a reason. Now, I've just watched my friend's fursuit. I've just watched the Pack of Nines. I've just been in the dealer's den. I can't take it enough. I have to go back and I want a fursuit myself. I brought both my fursuits. I brought Taco and Waffles. I want a fursuit at this convention with everyone else. So I have my fursuit Waffles, which is like this really mean kind of bratty raccoon that goes around and just like bullies people. And I wanted to kind of take that whole idea and flip it entirely on its head. So I took the most feminine outfit that I think of, which is like a pink tutu, and decided to take that, put Waffles in it, and just go around and just bully everyone that I saw. It made for this super cool kind of dynamic where you have this crazy, like really bratty raccoon wearing this super feminine outfit, making for this crazy contrast that was super fun. The character played really well. The whole entire time, I'm like looking for people in the background, trying to get those sneaky photos where like, you don't think people see you and you're just trying to get a photo. I walk over to them, like kind of rough them up a little bit, see what they're doing, mess with people. I really like that interaction with the audience, right? Like, I don't want people just to kind of get a picture and move on. I want to see what they're doing, kind of bully them a little bit and move on. I think that's really fun. You get way more of an interaction out of it. I think that's a fun character to play with. So after we got fursuited, we decided to go to our friend Swatch's party. She had gotten a brand new plush suit called Hoku, and she wanted to have a big party to show it off. There are a lot of fursuits conventions that this was their debut convention. It's been 2 years since they've been last on a FurCon, and there's a lot of fursuits out there that were made in that time period that haven't had a chance to be shown off yet. This is another good example of that. They want to have a party to show it off. It's this massive plush costume. It's really cool. Plush suits are so fun. Like once you realize that fursuits can be so three-dimensional and they can be like, they're just really cool. I love them. I think they're fun to be around. It was really exciting. It was a great party. It was a good time. And then after that, we went to bed. And that's all of day one. Like day one was insane. We got the room, we got our badges, we took to the dealer's den, we took a ton of really cool photos, went fursuiting for a long time, and got to the pool, and went to a party. That's insane. Furry cons are like a constant stream of just really cool interactions like that. So the next day we wake up, and the first thing I do is just kind of feel around, eat some breakfast, get some coffee, and just do a little bit of filming for friends. A bunch of my friends got in Fursuit, and I just tagged along as a cameraman. Sometimes it's really fun just kind of tagging in the back, getting cool little videos here and there, and just kind of watching what other people do. Not always you need to be in Fursuit. It's more fun just to be behind the camera. It's really fun kind of getting some videos, watching some fursuiters interact, and meeting old friends. And the whole entire time, we're talking about this party, right? Remember, we wanted to throw this kick-ass party tonight, and we were hyping it, putting people up. Like, later tonight, it's Saturday, it's the coolest day, we're gonna have this party. So Florida's probably the worst for fursuiting. It's August, it's hot, it's miserable, it's sticky. We get huge rainstorms all the time. It rained really hard all 3 days of the convention. But what that does mean is that there's the trade-off there is that we are perfect weather for pools. The pools in Florida are so good, and we decided to take advantage of that by doing a big, huge, like topless fursuit pool shoot. And bless my friend Soli for taking my expensive camera in the pool. We got some really cool photos. Let me just show you. These are legit some of my favorite photos that we took. The sun's really cool. With that really cool teal lighting coming up from the bottom. I was really happy with these photos. I think they really have a good energy to them, and I'm really proud. So after we get to the hotel room, after we get cooled off, we get a shower, we get a little bit of food, it's time for our party. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever thrown a party before and people not showed up. It's legitimately terrifying, right? You get those like little text messages at the end of the day and it's like, bling, sorry, I can't make it this time. You're like, yeah, but my party's in 5 minutes. You should have told me that earlier. And they're like, what if no one shows up? I know everyone does this where like you get really paranoid, like, well, what if no one shows up? Or like one person shows up and it's really awkward. But overall, it went off with a huge hit. It was legitimately, people started showing up. It was really cool. We got to see a ton of cool friends. We had our good friends, Jakku and Smile, who were handing out dabs to anyone that wanted one and just smoking everyone out like the kings that they were. We had Soli, who made a huge like jungle juice container and was giving out pitchers of tropical margaritas to everyone. We had Flitter, who took a bottle of Fireball and hid it in the closet like a mini game for drunk people to find. And when they found it, they'd take like the oath of the Fireball in the closet or something. If you've ever run to like a rager college party, it was that. And like there was no drama. The cops never came. The hotel never complained about the noise. There was like no trash on the ground. Like nothing got spilled. It was legitimately a perfect party. Again, this is the best party at Megaplex, 100%. There were a lot of cool parties. Ours is the best party. It was really cool. And we're handing out like lace to everyone. It's like a tropical party, so we had like big stuff on the wall, like big flowers and stuff. At one point, we took one of my friends and we just threw him in tacos. Like, look, go cause a problem. You're a huge plush otter. Go get in everyone's way. And we had a really good time. It's just seeing these huge plush suits just like barrel around and knock people over and knock stuff over. It's just a fun dynamic. There was fursuiters there. It was a really fun time. It's a classic convention party. We finally, at the end of the night, kick everyone out about 3 a.m. and then just go straight to bed and then wake up like at noon the next day. We were that tired. The whole thing over went super well. Now, we had just done this huge party, so we are just like tired. It's the next day. It's the Sunday of the convention. It's the last day. We decided to kind of do it the classic, let's just relax. We spent a lot of time in the pool relaxing. We did some more photos. I went out fursuiting as Taco, which is like my big plush otter, and just, fell on people and, just squishing people against stuff. And it's just a big plush character. And anytime a sofa comes barreling at you, it's really exciting. It's just a fun character to play. Finally, we ended the night off with going to the dance. It's a classic like FurryCon trope. You just want to, that's where all your friends are. It's the last hurrah of the convention. It was really good. All in all, the convention was really, really fun. It was a huge success. There wasn't any major problems. Even with COVID, all of our friends are vaccinated. We're all vaccinated. We figured even if we got it, it wouldn't be a huge deal. The convention, I think, took it really seriously. Everyone had to wear masks. Because the law states here you can't require vaccinations, these vaccinations were heavily encouraged and you could get them everywhere beforehand. I think the con staff did a really good job running the convention. We'll definitely go again next year. If you saw me there, shout out to the one guy that mentioned they watched me on YouTube. He's part of the YouTube Cool Club. All about it. Thank you so much. If you've made it this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does so much to help making these videos popular in the YouTube algorithm. Also, normally we're building a fursuit from scratch, and what I mean by that is literally in the first episode, we start with a ref sheet, and we're going to end with a full fox plush suit. We're just doing it like step by step. This is how it kind of looks right now, as like a sneak peek. Like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. I'll see you guys again next week.